This is a United Kingdom. Do you want to hear a clip?
Yes, we should.
So what's happening at this point then, Ryan?
Well, this is just after Rosamund Pike's character started to fall in love with David Oyelowo's soon-to-be king.
Okay, and the situation of the two characters is that she is British and he is...
She is British and he is from a place called Bechuanaland in Africa, and naturally, in that time, the British government were not really impressed with that.
No.
So...
Why? Don't understand. I suppose we'll get into that after this clip.
Racism.
We should stop here. My father, he wouldn't approve. I'm just 2 streets away. Can we do this again? I mean, meet. Is that too forward of me?
No.
What?
Queen Victoria. The man who negotiated for her protection of Bechuanaland. He was my grandfather. A king. I am his heir. For more than 20 years, my uncle has been on the throne as regent, preparing me to rule. My education is now complete, and it is time for me to return.
Oh, I see. Thank you. Thank you for explaining. Not simply disappearing. I quite understand. I have had a wonderful evening.
No, I don't think you do understand. I don't know what happened tonight. But I do know that I would hate to walk away from you here in this moment, knowing that I wouldn't see you again.
So the government getting in the way of true love?
What are they like?
Yeah,
typical.
what are they like?
Typical.
Government. Not nice people. Yeah, so United Kingdom...
Back then, we should stress back then. They're lovely
They're
now.
lovely people.
We love the government.
Lovely.
Always.
I love my country.
Yeah.
So United Kingdom is a new film by Amma Asante. She did Belle a couple of days ago. I have not seen that. You have?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will have to
catch
catch
up
up.
Joe? It's a new club, wasn't it, Belle? Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw Belle. No.
What do you think?
I really enjoyed it.
It's good?
Yeah.
Anyway.
And it's based on a book, and essentially in 1947, it's David Oyelowo playing a character called Seretse Khama, and it's based on a true story, true events, and he is the king of Botswanaland, which is the new... Botswanaland?
Botswana?
Yeah, it's what is now known as Botswana.
Yes.
In modern times, and he meets a London office worker called Ruth Williams, played by Rosamund Pike, and they fall madly, deeply in love with each other. However, when Seretse has to go back to his home country because his uncle is passing on the kingship, Seretse wants to take Ruth as his wife and take her back to Botswanaland. However, from there, essentially every person gets in their way to stop true love happening, don't they?
They do.
Their families are against it, the British government is against it, and the South African government are against it because they have just introduced the policy of apartheid as well. So a lot of people trying to get in their way, and from there, it's how true love can defeat all.
Love conquers all.
Love conquers all.
Old chestnut.
And it's really lovely, isn't it? The whole thing. I think the strength that Rosamund Pike and David Oyelowo have together is really refreshing to watch. I think they have a really good chemistry between each other, and that helps you sell the whole high stakes melodrama of the whole thing, because you really do need that in something like this, where there is a lot of melodramatic moments and a lot of heightened drama. And I think if their relationship didn't seem so keen, so real, then it wouldn't have worked half as much as... And David Oyelowo now has easily got to be one of the most talented leading men in the world.
Yeah.
And Rosamund Pike is one of the most talented leading actresses. And they really do sparkle. Like,
It's funny because obviously there's quite a lot of the film where they're apart.
Yeah.
Because he is, banished from Botswana, isn't he?
Yeah. While she remains there with their soon-to-be child.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So it's interesting because they do spend a lot of the time in the film separate, but there is still that chemistry across that long distance. Obviously, when they do reunite, it makes the absence makes the heart grow fond of that old thing.
True.
Yeah, it's interesting.
But it's the fact that there is a lot of high political tension in this film, and a lot of stuff going on which could affect a massive amount of the world. Pardon me. And just to see the fact that in this film it's not that which takes centre stage, it is the fact that it is their relationship that is always there. The political turmoil is sort of like bubbling away under the surface, isn't it? It's more,
I don't know. I think both
it's
sit alongside each other fairly nicely.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that one takes precedent over another one. I would say that both need to coexist in a fair... I mean, this film, incredibly timely, let's say that much.
But you're more focused on their relationship.
And... I don't know. I mean, personally, I saw the two as equal.
Yeah.
I didn't prioritise one over another, but I don't know. People might find different things in it.
The number of people that get in the way is pretty astounding, isn't it? You've got Nicholas Lyndhurst as Ruth's father, who's adamant against it not happening, and you've got Tom Felton playing a really, really, really slimy government official.
Almost as if he's doing Draco Malfoy again.
Almost, just a
But in
bit.
the past.
And Jack Davenport as Sir Alistair Cannon, who is really,
he's
really
horrible.
He's the main one above Tom Felton, and together they are, the axis of slimy government officials.
He has the line, "Have you no shame?"
Yeah.
It's like, ugh.
Ick.
Ugh.
Yeah. Feels your skin crawl.
It's not nice.
Makes you feel your skin crawl. Yeah. But they really do sell you the romance, and I think the fact that they are separate, as you bring up, I'm glad you brought that up, because even though they are apart for quite a lot, you still feel that love burning brightly, and it is a melodrama.
Oh, yeah.
It's absolutely a melodrama, but I didn't feel that took away from anything at all, and it does get kind of predictably soppy by the end, and some genre cliches start to fall in. But by the end, I was really, really sold, and I think the final 10 minutes are extraordinarily powerful. And I mean, they blow the ending in the trailer, which is supposedly,
Yeah.
But I guess they need it for that big trailer moment. But it's just,
I think the fact that it's a true story, a lot of films that have true stories behind them, they don't mind spoiling the ending in trailers and publicity because we all know the story. But I think this one, it's a story that nobody did know.
Yeah, and it's a story that deserves to be told.
It's a story that deserves to be told. I think as such, it's fairly predictable. I think that the film doesn't throw too many curveballs to throw off the scent. I think you do know when the film starts how it's going to finish, with very little in the way of confusion of that at all. I did fall asleep for a little bit, and I kept waking up going, okay, so nothing's really changed then. The film's still on course to do exactly what I think it will do, and of course it did. So yeah, predictable, but I think. And I think you say about the sort of soppy romantic ending. I think it's soppy and powerful at the same time, which is good. It's kind of like, and that's what I say about the two being equal.
Well, that's when David Oyelowo gets
it's not overly soppy. It is kind of very more about the empowerment of the coming together of.
I think what I was saying before about the fact that the romance takes precedence over the politics, I don't even think it's that. I think it's the fact that even though all of this stuff is going on, you are so much rooting for these two to break the racial tensions of the time and the protestations of the government and their families, and everyone who's against them says it isn't right. I mean, there's an early scene in the street where David Oyelowo's just met Ruth and brought her back from a night of dancing, and they get horribly racially abused in the street, and it's just like, what, screw racism. Yeah, and it's that ending it's really, really powerful. I think David Oyelowo's natural chemistry it gets you. That man can deliver a speech from Selma to this, and that man can deliver a speech. And I was probably punching the air by the end. I really was. I didn't mind the melodramatic moments at all.
No,
I enjoyed it.
I've got no problem with melodrama. I think
it is time.
I thought it was okay. I thought it was fine. I think the performances are really good, like you said. Rosamund Pike can do no wrong, apart from that horrible return to sender, which I think was.
That was a weird film, wasn't it?
Very strange. I don't know why she would do that. If anybody hasn't seen it, it's this weird, like, sort of revenge film.
I just remember that now. It's a bit like Gone Girl Light, isn't it? Really.
Gone Girl Light, very much Gone Girl Light.
Very much Gone Girl Light.
With Nick Nolte.
McNulty.
But the film looks the part. I think the way it's shot is fantastic. It
really is.
It's got that romantic sensibility.
That
about
vintage
the
look.
The vintage look. I think if you're going to shoot a film in Botswana, I think it was Botswana where they actually shot it as well.
Really?
If you are going to shoot that, you've got to make it look sumptuous and sweeping and
There's just
ravishing.
loads of wonderful vistas, isn't there?
And I think it does that. I would say that it is all of those three things, and that's what Asante aspires to make. She said that she wants to make beautiful films that are important. I think Belle is that. I think this is also that. I'm interested to see what she does next. Obviously, Kermode's a big fan, so he can do no wrong in her eyes. I will have to catch up with Belle. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. It's really good. So that's United Kingdom. It's in cinemas now, and I hate to say it, but it's actually like really relevant. We shouldn't be in 2016 going, we could all learn a lesson from that, but like we can.
Tolerance, people. It's not hard.
It is bad that we should have to say that, but I suppose that's just
all love is equal.
Love conquers all. Yep. That's the message, people.
Thanks, Matthew McConaughey.
It's in cinemas now, so do go and